Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the So What Morning Show. I'm your host. I hope you guys can hear me. They got a table in here for me now. Huh? Looking all official and regal. Where Geoff at?
I'm here, Negro.
I can't see you. There he is.
Shit.
Drinking Incredible Hulk juice.
Bro, look, little pineapple and sea moss. Oh yeah, very good for you.
You know what? Sea moss is like, the people who believe in sea moss, you guys are like Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons. Y'all some damn radicals.
I don't follow.
Turn him up so I can hear him. Turn that little speaker up over there so I can hear Geoff.
Yeah,
See
is it from y'all's end?
No, we got you now, Geoff. We got you.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause bruh, if I even hear tell that it's good for you, nigga, I'm drinking it, eating it, smoking it, cause it's a wolf chasing me.
All right, so let's get it started. You already know before we get into today's topics, we like to go deep into promoting Black-owned businesses. I've got one right here in front of me. Total Package Energy.
Yes.
They got a new product, pea protein. And I don't mean
good
urine.
for you. Good for you.
Yeah, pea protein, man. 20 grams of it to go along with the Total Package Energy shot. 0 carbs, 0 crash, B vitamins, amino acids. It's for the mover and the shaker. Somebody's got something going on in their life. If you don't have anything going on in your life, I suggest that you not be healthy. Was that wrong to say?
You trying to tell folk to lay up and die, Zoe? Is that what you're doing?
I'm saying if you're not locked into your purpose, what's the purpose of being healthy?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If you're not locked into your purpose, you know how the basketball game at the end when it's like 137 to 28,
Right.
and like the last few seconds, everybody in the building just gives up. The referees, the teams, the people
Right.
watching. What the fuck are we doing for these last 10 seconds? Well, that's where you are right now if you're not in your purpose.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Hey, so please
Ain't
get
much
it.
to say.
Please go to Total Package Energy and support both of these products. Unflavored, no sugars, gluten-free, soy-free, and vegan. Get on it. Get your life together. Support this Black-owned business, Total Package Energy. Speaking of Black-owned businesses, I tend to wait to promote myself, but this is important. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a call to action. All right? I need everybody to go to my Masterclass website, TheZoWhatMasterclass.com, and sign up right now for my Masterclass. The Masterclass will debut September 2nd.
Wow.
At 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sign up now.
That's
Do you understand?
dope, sir.
We have a comprehensive curriculum being developed. You're not just going to leave with me talking. You get that every Monday for free. Right? You're going to leave with a curriculum. You'll be able to access this website, TheZoWhatMasterclass.com. You'll be able to access this website forever. You'll be able to access the content forever. But I need you to sign up now. 4 modules. Each one of those modules will be an hour long. Each module is predicated on the 2 books that have come out and the 3rd that hasn't. I have turned those books into a more rigid curriculum for helping people out in relationships. I need everybody who watches this show to go right now. Call of action. TheZoWhatMasterclass.com. Please understand we're taking PayPal, we take American Express, we take debit cards. We set up to take all forms of payment. Now, this is a condensed version, in reverse, let me say that in reverse. This is an expanded version of my coaching. Right? My personal one-on-one coaching. My personal one-on-one coaching is 95% more expensive than this class. We designed it that way because we wanted an influx of people to come in and get the tools during this time of COVID. People, money short, so we chopped the price by 95%. TheZoWhatMasterclass.com. This is a call to action. If you're serious about healing yourself, if you're serious about healing your relationships, get there now. Don't talk about it, be about it. Anybody who signs up today during the show and I see the notification, I will be shouting you out. I will be giving you love. I will be acknowledging you for taking that step. Now that that's out the way, I got a new product to go along with Total Package Energy. This is the black version. What is that stuff that the old baseball player who went to Auburn, played for the White Sox, the big hurt?
Frank Thomas?
Frank Thomas, thank you. Thank you. We got a black-owned version of that stuff. Right? What is it called? I don't want to say their name. But I'll say the name of this product. X-Wolf. And what I did checking in on X-Wolf was to understand that this is what that product is, but only better. When you start putting Tonkat Ali in some things, you know what that's about. That's about Woodstock.
Okay.
That's about Woodstock, man.
You have my attention.
Look, Jeff Brown.
Yes, sir.
This thing got horny goat weed in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's got maca root powder in it.
Oh, maca root? Oh, yeah, bro. Let
Yeah.
me tell you something.
It's
right
got
there.
Mucuna prurens extract in it. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's got Polypodium vulgare powder in it. I don't know what that is. Listen, it's got Tonkat Ali root powder in it. Now, I know what Tonkat Ali is. That's that long kiss goodnight, honey. That's that long kiss. Mwah.
That's what got your mom and your daddy back together.
That's that. We back together, baby. It's got saw palmetto berries in it.
Yeah, you take that when you need to borrow a car, but you don't want to ask.
Yeah. It's got L-arginine in it. I know you know about L-arginine, Jeff.
Yeah, bro. I know a little bit about the L-arginine.
And it's got Pantax ginseng in it. This is called X-Wolf. I want everybody to go to X Labs Sups. X Labs Sups. Labs is plural. L-A-B-S Sups. SUPPS.com. xlabssups.com. The benefits, really quickly, is no, because I can get technical. Improved mood, build stronger, leaner muscles, optimize physical performance. No, it's
Right?
That's what it is. IXLabs.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you, man. This is a nice product. I'm going to be promoting it for a little while, man. I'm going to try to get them where everybody else is on the totem pole. We did Total Package Energy. Now it's time for Weed Juice. Weed Juice, Weed Juice, Weed Juice. I done told y'all about my homeboy and his family and how proud I am to see him still out here doing his thing and grinding and hustling. Please support weedjuice.com. We are the people that keeps this business in business. Please continue to support and help him build his juicery. Again, order it. He'll ship it out. He'll take care of you. Please support that brother there. Hurricane report. Can't never forget the hurricane report. Can't never forget the hurricane report. h-report.news. You got to write it. You got to take action. You got to maintain freedom. This is an alternative news source for centered or geared towards ADOS people, American descendants of slaves. You can't get the real story from CNN. You can't get the real story from Fox. Maybe you should try the Hurricane Report. Hurry, H-U-R-I-K-A-N-E report. The Hurricane Report. h-report.news. Get over there, support them, ride with them, get their back. This is the real thing. Sarah, listen.
What are you doing, young lady?
Geoff reprimanded for me, because I don't...
Yeah.
I had thought I had put it in there when I was uploading stuff, and I didn't. I'm sorry, Hurricane.
Well, you thought like Mandy. Mandy thought cat shit was candy. Now, you got to get your thoughts together. And before you get your deeds together, your thoughts must be together. I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to be careful.
Yes,
Lord.
All right now. That's my mild goon hand right there.
Lord. Yo, what hand?
My mild goon hand. Oh, Zoe Williams, So Williams, we got to shout this cat out. I got to say this, if I may.
Wait, hold on. Who is this cat?
Romney Malco.
Who is that?
The brother from the 40-year-old virgin, the bald dude?
Yes. Smart guy.
Oh my God, smart and brilliantly talented.
Let's bring him on the
Please
TheZoWhatShow.
Goddamn near made me cry. Watch Tijuana Jackson.
I want to see. Oh, that's what.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's a funny character he's developed over years and years and years, where Tijuana Jackson is kind of on our vibe, Zoe.
Yeah.
But the nigga just got out of prison. Oh
Really?
my God, Zoe is hilarious. It's deep. It's dope. It's dope. Please watch this brother's movie.
All right, I'm on it. You say get on it, I'm on it, bro.
It's with Regina Hall, right?
She said, is it with Regina Hall? They're asking for a
Yes.
little bit more volume. Can you turn Geoff up just a little bit over there?
Yeah.
And can you turn me up just a smidge over here?
Not a problem.
Now listen, we can't turn up the volume for your phone. Now if you've dropped your phone in oatmeal
Exactly.
or the toilet and you've ruined your speakers, there ain't shit we can do on our end but mess our volume up.
Right.
So
If your mouth hole, if your ear nasty, and you getting nasty ear juice all over your shit for over a year, and you don't clean your phone, and now you can't hear. If your speaker is bad, if your shit is janky, if it's holding on, if you got the first smartphone ever made still, none of that.
ain't nothing we can do. Alright, so now I'm gonna say this. The holographic relationship is available on Kindle and from my website. If you want a paperback version of it, all you have to do is go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. If you're okay with having a Kindle version of the holographic relationship, all you gotta do is go to Amazon.com, look up The Holographic Relationship by Zoe Williams. Also, The Relationship Dismount is available in 3 formats on Amazon.com. Paperback, Audible, as well as Kindle. Let's cash app, cash mob, let's do all we must to make these brands take off in the way that we want them to. Now, quick reminder before we jump back into the shows. TheZoWhatMasterclass.com. It's 400 people in here right now. I need 400 buys right now. Sign up right now. Everybody should sign up. 400 people. TheZoWhatMasterclass.com. I promise it's going to be life-changing. It's going to change the way you view relationships, intimate relationships, moving forward. ZoWhat Masterclass, the relationship coaching series. Geoff, are you ready to talk?
I am, brother. I am. I am nice and high, and y'all can't hear this, can you? What I'm doing? No, you don't hear none of that.
We don't hear none of that.
All right. Well, I am. Oh, girl, no. I am putting together Zoe Williams. I really believe. Yeah, man. Yeah. I can't wait, bruh. I cannot wait to hear your album.
Oh, man, I got some stuff, too.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. But see, I just bought a piece of equipment from James Broadway, and it's got some Broadway dust on it.
You need Broadway dust on your beats.
Yes, I have now put some Broadway dust on my beats.
I love your beats, though.
My beats?
You know, let me tell you this. Do you know what your beats remind me of?
Who?
Larry Blackman.
Wow.
That's a compliment.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't even know if I can live up to that.
I be feeling like, don't be lonely. You're not the only one whose heart's
Negro,
broken too.
It's a new day. I am now, my next speech is going to come out from Boris Van Bilderbanger.
Okay.
I'm going to come that hard. I promise you, bro. And I'm messing with one right now, but I'm in the show. I can't believe I'm doing this. I finally got figured out how to wire this shit. That's why I don't sound like I'm in a tunnel anymore, and it's clear to see me.
Thank you, Geoff. Hey, well,
right.
let's get busy then. Let's
get in the damn show. Let's get in the damn
busy.
show.
We got a lot of shit to cover. Let's just get off rip. Joe Biden selects Kamala Harris, a woman who dropped out early in her presidential run. Her bid for the presidency, she dropped out before she even got to North Carolina. Joe Biden selects her. Question is, why her? And why is this big backlash about her blackness or lack thereof? Geoff, is she black? Is she Hindu? Does that drop of Jamaican Irish blood from her father make her worthy of black people in America? Black people indigenous to America. Talk to me. Is that a black woman or is that an Indian?
Well, on the real, what's most important is not her genetic message. It is her cultural one, the one she was fed.
Woo! Keep going.
Jamaicans, when we discuss the Jamaicans who do not like black Americans, we are talking about the ilk of her father. When we discuss Indians who strictly enforce the caste system, we're talking about the people her mama come from. So it's not about whether they Jamaican and Indian, because I got some Jamaicans in my family that's ghetto as woo-wee. And I dated an Indian girl who grew up in New York. So she was very cultural, very black, conscious of her dark side. It's not about that part. It is what is her makeup, and fuck her makeup. Her makeup is not my issue. I wouldn't give a shit where she came from if she was willing to deal with the black big five. Mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification, police genocide, access to the wealth of American banks. I don't give a shit where she's from. Ask her that. Ask her and Joe Biden, either of them, this. Do you still feel the same way about one another as you did when you was cutting each other down a few months ago?
Yes, Lord. Speak,
Can we
Pastor.
go back? Let's go back to those words, letter by letter, and the minute you waffle, fuck you. You ready?
Yes, Pastor. So my take, yes, she's black. You've heard me say on a trillion shows that DNA marker in India makes her black on her mama's side. Indians are black. If you understand the caste system is based on a Sanskrit word called Varna. Varna means color. The blackest people own the bottom. The lightest people own the top. That's the Hindu caste system. The Brahmins are at the top. Her mama is a Brahmin. Now, what's the difference between a Jamaican and an Indian from India? Because there are many, that's why they call it the West Indies. There are many Hindus in the Caribbean. So they've been intermingling for a long time. Where do you think you get that curry goat?
Why you think it's Jamaican girls that look like Lisa Bonet with a big ass?
Now,
and Grace Jones.
Yeah.
Now listen to me very carefully, because Grace Jones and them, they from the Caribbean. Her brother Noel
Right.
Jones,
Yes.
pastor here, they from the Caribbean. Now listen to me when I tell you. See, this is the key crux for why Black America can't work together, can't stay together, because we're tribal ideologically. Do you know researchers have found cocaine in the hair samples of ancient pharaohs? But ain't no coca leaves in Africa. What it implies is that Africa was doing trade with the Americas. Both these places got pyramids. When you go back and you do your research, you find out that the ancient Americas are as black as the people on the continent of the ancient continent of Africa. Kemet, West Africa, East Africa, North Africa, Central Africa, South Africa. The Americas are as black. And you find out that Asia is as black. What is the very thing that's separating everybody? It's your cultural identification. No, I'm Kemetan. No, I'm Yoruba. No, I'm from Songhai. No, I'm Dogon. No, I'm Hindu. When you start doing the damn research, you find, I done said this before, the world is black. The whole world is black, and we've been doing business with each other all around the world for millennia, up until the historically pornographic penis of the white man finds its way in a dark cornhole. And they've been fucking us ever since with lies. That woman, Kamala Harris, is black, but she don't have a black agenda. She got a white agenda. She's exactly what Barack Obama was. A symbol of American blackness without the experience of it. And we okay that she was an AKA. We okay. She's a part of the Divine Nine. That's black enough for us, just like Barack was black enough for us. We're okay with that. We're okay with symbols. The lady said out her entire mouth on camera, I ain't finna do nothing for black people specifically.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
There is something that if you are willing, I would love to play.
Let me stop you real quick, because somebody got the math wrong. Could you look at your chat? Look at your chat, Geoff.
Okay.
There's a man in there or a person in there, Raw Status TV. Kamala is not black, broski. 75% Indian. Now, I don't know how you get 75% from your mama and 25%.
Well, maybe, is he saying the father's a quarter Indian? Is that what he's getting at, maybe?
Because some of these motherfuckers just be talking like they know the mama and the daddy.
Yeah, that.
How did he arrive at 75? Hey, can you help? Geoff, I need your help. How did he get to 75?
It's a wonder, sir. I have no idea. I mean, unless somehow his mom has some kind of dominant monster gene.
They said the daddy is mixed with Irish and Jamaican.
I don't give it. Okay, now we're getting down to who fucked who. That's all your relatives are. All you are, when you're with your relatives, you're surrounded by a group of people who decided to fuck other people that have nothing to do with you. That's it.
Right.
So what does, well, she's 3/4, who gives a fuck?
Right. I think the power in what was said earlier was she doesn't have a black agenda.
Well,
she's a brown person with a white agenda. She's a symbol. So, like Geoff said, what the fuck does it matter if she's 75% not black or 75% black or biracial or racially ambiguous? Or she's racial dolezal. Geoff?
Here's what's scary. Bruh. Who needs her to be black the most? Us or them?
Ooh, keep going, Geoff.
Who needs, because in order to pull the wool over your eyes, black people, we need Kamala to be black, and we need you to defend it. In order to think I belong, white people, I need Kamala to be black. So bad. She passes the paper bag test.
Keep going, brother. Who used that paper bag test? A lot of people.
She's an AKA. She wears alligator shoes with matching purses. She is Barbie, nigga. Oh, man. She is what every black girl wants to be. Accomplished. Successful. She's climbed to the top of the ladder. And anybody who has anything to say about her is hating, except for maybe the women she put in jail for their truant children.
Oh,
The irony is so crazy. The irony, Geoff, is so crazy, man. Her mother is from southern India, Tamil. That's a province where there are a lot of Dalits, right? And the Dalits are what was called the untouchables. You have to look into Runoko Rashidi's work when he talks about the untouchables, and they're also called Dalits. They're the blackest people in India. And her mother comes from that region, Tamil. However, her family is Brahmin. And people act like it's some kind of hate or smear campaign to ask, Were you raised with Brahmin caste concepts and beliefs and ideologies? Were you raised thinking that blacks, dark-skinned people, are at the bottom of society? Would that justify a statement like, I'm not going to do nothing specific for black people? Geoff?
Of course. Of course it would, bruh. I mean, to think, we say it all the time. In order to climb the ladder, that is the socio-economic ladder, if you white, unless you're already evil, you're gonna have to give up some of what you believe. If you black, oh, you're gonna have to give up who you are to climb this ladder. So anyone who gets above a certain level has bent the knee. That's just what's up. You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna go and learn how to play golf when you really don't give a fuck about it, and then you find out that you're good at it. You know, there's a bunch of niggas who fit that category that just play golf because they saw white men doing it. You're gonna have to smile. You're gonna have to play the game, quote unquote. But because the game is white by default, then you're gonna have to give up some of you by default. So to become these, to rise to the place that she is in the system as it is, makes her suspect. 100%. Anybody up there in a system as foul and filthy as this is, the higher you are, the more suspect you become.
100%. 100%. Now, let me say this real quick. It says the woman is Caucasian. They brought this up on her birth certificate. Please understand that India was colonized just like Africa, just like America, by European powers. At one point, India was the jewel, the crown jewel in the empire of what is it, London and England, and it was the crown jewel. That's the highest of the highest, because they love the wisdom, the spiritual wisdom that comes from there, which also evolved out of Africa. People are saying, nah, Zoe, she don't make her American black, and I'm not making her American black. What I'm saying is, the region that her mama is from is inhibited by a group of people that are at the bottom of the caste system based on their color. Her mother is from the same caste system that Gandhi is from.
And successful. Yes. Successful from that caste system.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying her ideology is one that doesn't respect dark-skinned black people. If that's what her mother taught her. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, if Zoe is saying she's from India, he's saying the Indians are black. I'm saying the original inhabitants of India are indeed what we call black. Now, there's no disputing that. 75,000 years ago, that's where you get your first African DNA marker in India, in southern India. European comes and recontextualizes everything, puts black on the bottom, right? This is not a justification, this is history. The caste system is created. Varna means color. And again, the question is, if her mother was such a hero in her life, did her mother impart those belief systems? All right, that Black ain't enough. Black is terrible. Black is bad. It's not about caping for Kamala. I know Kamala is dangerous to our community because A, she doesn't have an agenda for it. She's not really an advocate for it. She's a politician's politician. She will do what is necessary to get where she's trying to go. That's why she's partnered with a motherfucker who's exactly the same. He is as racist as Donald Trump appears to be, as Donald Trump is marketed to be, as Donald Trump has exhibited through the media. This is a man who created the carceral state. And they both selling to black people that they both worked so hard to incarcerate. And they're wrapping it in American blackness, right? Why can't we just get a regular sister from Compton to run for president? A regular sister from DC to run for president? Why she gotta be some odd, fangled, weird, racially ambiguous 37 different cultures and belief systems? Why gotta be that kind of person? Geoff?
Well, boy, first off, you mean why not Michelle?
Hey!
I would say because, and this kind of flies in the face of Michelle, but I would say that shithill that I was talking about, that politics is, and the president of the United States is at the top of it. All politicians, or most politicians, start out with white suits. And the higher you climb that nasty hill, the shittier your suit gets. Now, unless you're expecting to parachute a motherfucker in with a white suit, ain't nobody clean that high. Nobody. So by default, she's not going to be that, because that girl wouldn't make it that high. The girl we want, the conscious sister. Name a conscious sister for president. Name one that you would have, and I'll tell you why she'll never make it.
Why don't you just tell us why? Because it's going to take too long to name one.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
The first one to pop off the dome, Sister Shahrazad Ali.
Ooh, okay.
She would never, ever be president because she would be willing to be more than fair to people of color. And that can never happen. That a republic, a government, is more than fair to us. Look how we succeed. Look how we excel right now. They can never be more than fair to us. So this woman could not exist. This person could not exist because they would have to be parachuted on top of that shit hill in a white suit.
Why? Let's move on to the next topic, Geoff, because, people don't be listening. Why are these people trying to press Nick Cannon to denounce Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Why are they trying to get him to denounce the minister? And what would be your summation of the brother Nick if he does?
Is that a question to me?
Of course, Geoff.
Well, first,
You the only one in here I'm talking to.
well, nigga, sometimes you throw a question up like you throw up a softball like when you finna swing around and hit it, and then you'll take off, and I'll get right hit in the face with the bat, trying to catch the fucking ball because you threw it.
I'm asking the question.
Yes, sir. All right, Nick. Let me start here. Nick, my heart goes out to this brother because it is my belief that these people got something on this dude because of how hard the 180 is. How hard it is. This ain't a Terry Crews 180. Terry Crews is 180. This nigga has been making it the surface around the sun. His 180 has been real broad.
Right.
He tried to show you in white chicks. His circle's been nice and round. So we see that. But Nick took all these steps. Maybe they let him take these steps to where he thought he could go, knowing they had this shit, and waited to drop it and keep turning the screws and keep turning the screws. They got this dude on something. And I don't know what it is, but I know the man that I am. If it were me, you would have to take my life because I'm going to tell the truth, and you can have all this shit because you won't keep your thumb on me. But that's me. We are going to see what happens. We're going to see how much pressure can be put on a human being for Nick, unless this is a clone, because this is the only thing. These are the only things that really make sense to me. Unless this is a fucking clone, we are going to see how much pressure you can put on a human being. Because I happen to know that Nick loves black people, and that every black person on the earth is watching. I know that's pressure against whatever pressure is being put on him.
So listen to this. Listen to this, Geoff. Nick Cannon, hold on, did I turn off my mic?
No.
Testing? Okay, good. Nick Cannon's response to request to publicly denounce Minister Louis Farrakhan leaves rabbis unsatisfied. First and foremost, before I read any further, why in the Sam hell is Minister Louis Farrakhan brought into this discussion between Nick and the rabbi? This is about Nick showing contrition for quote unquote saying anti-Semitic stuff, right? So how then do you use this as an opportunity to pull in quote unquote, based on y'all stats, the most popular anti-Semite, which black people can't
It's
be.
ridiculous.
Right. So, listen to this. Nick Cannon hosted yet another conversation with a member of the Jewish community following the backlash from his comments on an episode of Cannon's Class. On Monday, August 10th, the television host appeared on the American Jewish Committee's online program, AJC Advocacy Anywhere, and spoke about his identity and his relationship between both cultures with AJC's director of interreligious and intergroup relations, Rabbi Noam Marantz. Both men discussed the aftermath of the comments made by the actor during a June 2020 episode of his podcast, Cannon's Class, which many consider to be anti-Semitic. The episode resurfaced in July after a Jewish blogger flagged it. Cannon was immediately fired by his longtime employer Viacom CBS as a result. During Monday's conversation, however, Cannon was questioned on whether he'd be willing to publicly denounce Minister Louis Farrakhan, the leader of the Nation of Islam sect and a prominent figure in the black community, who Cannon referenced during his infamous discussion on his podcast. Oh, so he did say it. I forgot all about it. I watched that. So he did mention him. Okay, cool. That's why he would say denounce. Oh, now I get it. Farrakhan has been accused of making anti-Semitic public statements for decades, in addition to calling Jewish people termites. Geoff?
Wow. Yes.
Your thoughts, sir?
I think that again, this is about turning the screws to Nick. It can't be just about he wants to keep his money.
Say more.
Nick has money that I am pretty sure is set up goddamn near bulletproof. Nick is not stupid with money. His money is set up right.
Yeah.
It's something other than money. They are turning the screws to this brother. I don't know why this isn't obvious. For someone, I'm not talking about over a course of time, we see he get fired. You know how they slowly chop at you till you ain't shit?
Right.
And then he start to bend. I could see that. But to in midair make a left turn, we don't have that technology yet, or so I've heard. This dude turned 90 degrees instantly and another 90 instantly again. That's extortion, bro. That's somebody got something on you to turn that hard. As I often say, forgive me, but I'm only working with a Chicago high school education from the 80s and Mythbusters. That's all I have. That's all I'm working with. And I see that. He turned too fast. They made him turn too fast. I have 2 PhDs. Pimp shit and nigga shit. That's some pimp shit right there.
Wow.
They got this dude bent over. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's so hard to see.
Wow. Let me stop you real quick, Geoff. It's 1,000 people in the chat room right now, but not very much participation from them. Only 376 likes. Very disheartening. You guys know the routine for this show. We promote black-owned businesses. We put black-owned businesses in the forefront. We ask that you support everything that we do. Just to sit around and just take the information but not support everything that we do, I think is sacrilege. Especially, in light of where we are as a people today. I think it's just really silly to come in here and not participate. Geoff Brown's Cash App is...
$GB Funny Style. Type that shit right on in.
GB Funny Style. Everybody should be supporting Geoff. Everybody should be, riding with Geoff and all of his endeavors and everything that he's trying to do as well. It does not cost you a thing, right, to hit the like button. I think it's just highly disrespectful, right? We put these businesses in front of you for your edification because you need to know. So many people ask me, Zoe, hey man, send me a book list. I put together a couple of book lists. I got a book list on my website. It's called Zoe's Bookshelf. But if you don't go to my website, you're going to keep emailing me asking me for a book list. But yet I still provided a secondary book list for people, right? With 21 different books on it. See, it's not just about continuously giving, it's about reciprocity. And to ask you to hit the like button and y'all just to ignore it, I think it's just getting old. It's getting old, or maybe we getting old.
Well, Zoe, if you could I'm gonna tag my hand on that.
Tag.
Here's what's really bad about this to me. Y'all know how I tease Zoe all the time and say that this nigga must have done time to have read this many books.
It's the worst joke
because
ever.
Nobody has the time to absorb this much shit. Well, guess what? Now all you have is time. What else you niggas doing? This makes that worse. If you really want to know, wouldn't he be hearing, hey, Zoe, man, this book, book number, I gotta go look at your book list, nigga, because I haven't looked at it. I can tell you that right now. I'm right now concentrating on making beats as dope as I think the ones Broadway is gonna give you. That's what I'm fucking with.
Don't be lonely. You're not the only one.
Oh, God. Anyway, fool. Yeah. All you got is time. So I don't see. It's a lot of motherfuckers that say they fuck with us that don't. Let me say that.
Geoff, you. Geoff, them damn Geoff beats, man. They cameo-ish. Tell the truth, Geoff.
Nigga, look. It's got to be a way, and I'm gonna figure it out through my mix, so that, I'll send Sarah. Sarah, I will send you some of my beats.
Yes.
So I used to play them on the goddamn show.
Yeah.
Let's do that, because I want people to hear the shits, man.
Okay, yes, absolutely. There's some niggas in here already know that if you come to Giraffe Balls, you watch Giraffe Balls on Sunday, I'll be playing my little funky ass beats. I would love to, yes. I'm gonna send you a little something there, Zoe.
Please.
Oh my God.
When you walk, when you pass me by. Okay, let me stop. Let me wrap up this Nick Cannon thing. And the article goes on to read, perhaps intending to speak cautiously, Cannon prefaced his reply with a Hebrew phrase which translates to, if I'm not for myself, then who will be for me? The 39-year-old continued, I preface with that because in the black community, we often feel we have no one that is for us, and the people who do step up for us are instantly condemned. Like I said earlier, some of our great leaders have been called anti-Semitic: Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, James Baldwin, the list goes on and on. So many people that we look to as black leaders have been called anti-Semitic. Martin Luther King at one point was called the most dangerous human being by America on the or in the nation, and was deemed as a terrorist. So the way he's breaking it down is very intelligent, and he's very smart about how he selects his words here, right? Martin was called the most dangerous man in America and was deemed a terrorist. So when you see someone like Minister Farrakhan to our community, he has been a leader. The Masked Singer host went on to highlight Farrakhan's accomplishments, saying he put together one of the greatest peace gatherings in the history of the world. Million Man March, I was at the second one. The numbers describe themselves. with the Million Man March. So for us, we see that. Cannon went on. But the words and demagoguery and the hate speech that your community, specifically the Jewish community, has experienced, I could never stand for anything hateful. I can't stand for anything that does harm or treachery to a community that invokes fear, he added. I'm never here to defend any individual. Geoff?
I don't even know how we get lost behind shit like this. How is it not clear that anybody outside of your skin that is foggy is on the fence, that motherfucker is willfully obtuse. There is no other way to look at this. The only way you can find black people on the shit end of any stick with white people is to be able to look at us as less than human. That's the only way you can justify a knee on a neck, a Rodney King. Ooh, you ever had that itch right here? Oh, got it. A Rodney King, an Emmett Till, a Trayvon Martin, a George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
You don't get that unless you somehow see yourself as more human than us.
Huh.
Somehow it doesn't hurt when our children die. As a matter of fact, physically, at one point you thought it didn't hurt. Literally. Because we had no souls, yet you gave us a religion.
Right. And
You have to, bruh. You have to take into account that these people do not respect your humanity.
Huh. Well,
You have to start right there. It's like this, bruh. Have you ever owned a dog?
yeah, his name was Duke.
Duke. Okay. Did was he ever around your babies? Like did you ever have a dog around your babies?
Yes, but he only bit white people.
Okay, great dog, Okay. Now, Zoe, I kind of know the answer to these questions, but I'm going to ask them anyway. Were you ever just outright cruel to that dog?
Never.
Never.
To
Did
do?
you love that dog like a member of your family?
Yeah, we set an apartment building on fire because some bees attacked him, and they was living in the garage. So we took a shitty Pamper and set this is when Pampers was made of plastic, and
I remember that.
we took a shitty Pamper and was trying to burn the bees that was attacking Duke, but the plastic from the diapers kept falling on the shrubs, and each time we came back, the fire was bigger. And then we finally abandoned the whole apartment building without telling nobody that the garage was on fire.
Okay. Before you
All in the
incriminate
name of
yourself
love for
further,
Duke. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what the statute of limitations is on arson, so let's just what I'm saying is, y'all love Duke was a member of your fucking family.
Yeah.
Now, bruh, what would have happened if Duke had a toy in the Prima's leg?
Oh, Duke had to go.
Duke got to go.
Duke would have got taken out back. We'd have had hot dogs.
And that is exactly, brother. That is exactly. Anyone who is not, what's her name? Dr. Jane, The white lady?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Jane,
Jane Elliott.
Jane Elliott,
Yeah, Dr.
yes.
Jane Elliott. Anybody who is not Dr. Jane Elliott, Tim Wise, Father Flaker, white folks on your side, any of them, they come from the mindset of you are less than. That is the only way that they can see clear to say anything about anything you have to say. It's the only way. And the problem is, people can't tell the differences between whitey, the gradations of white people. I'm done, nigga. That's
This motherfucker's stupid as hell. Hey man, I just this is a perfect example of why our granddaddies and uncles used to say, "This the white man's world, nigga. This is his world." These motherfuckers will force you to do some shit in order to have a livelihood if you ain't got it set up, if you don't have an infrastructure set up for you to, take care of yourself. Listen. Did you know that white people have the money or have the power to turn money off like they turn the lights off or like they turn the water off? They got the power to do that. So no matter how well you think you're doing or how secure you may believe you are, you know what? They could get to a point where they say, you know what? I don't like the way you act. I just don't like it. You're not showing enough gratitude. You've got, you're a little pompous. Yeah. The black community is just a little pompous. Turn off voting. Do you understand there's aspects of your life that they get to turn off? And the only answer that you have for keeping the money turned on, for keeping the education turned on, for keeping the voting turned on, is compliance. You got to comply.
Ooh, I got to get. Ooh, wow.
You want to stay in Hollywood? You want to stay here, right? Get down on your knees and show the proper respect. And please understand.
Lower.
Go ahead, Geoff, because I know you got
Lower.
something.
Get down on your knees. Lower. No. Lower. Go ahead, sir.
Genuflect. Please genuflect. You must genuflect for me. Your genuflection is not quite adequate.
No.
I need you to genuflect with passion, as if you were creating a masterpiece painting or piece of music. Please genuflect with power.
Genuflect should be paramount. I do not see paramount in your genuflect.
And nobody that's black, that's a man, in this system that's doing well can tell me that genuflection or capitulation to the powers that be doesn't exist. Yes, there's some rare cases that we don't know all the information to. Right? There's rare cases, like what's my man, Quincy's homeboy, the Black Godfather.
Clarence Avant.
Clarence Avant, where he has a story you know, where he was just banging on white folk and getting where he needed to go. Right? And getting where he needed to go. That was rare in that time. Shit, it's rare in this time. Right? Hey, somebody in here talking shit that I wanna address. Jeffrey Jackson. Have you read the book? Pull up Robert Greene's latest book. I think it's on human nature. I just read, I bought it, but then I read the full piece recently, and it's a very powerful book. What's the latest one? It's red, white, and blue? It says human nature? What is it?
The concise laws of human nature.
The concise laws of human nature. There's a brother in my chat room whom I'm going to block forthwith. But selling books is not going to help us either, Zoe. So I agree. One of the things he pointed out in the Human Nature book is that the people you inspire are also looking to marginalize you. They're looking to bring you down. They're looking to get what you have so that they no longer need you. Right? They're looking to besmirch. They're looking to put down. But as long as you give them what they think they need, they'll be loyal to the information. They're not loyal to you. They're loyal to what they can get from you, what understanding they can get from you. But they're not loyal to you, because the moment they get everything you have to give, they out. What I recognize, we got a lot of people in our community that hasn't risen above the lower nature of competitiveness, of backbiting. This is why we can get taken advantage of by the political crust, by the political brass. They know we separate, so they use that separateness against us. And it's just really sad, man. It's just really sad. Jeff Brown, can you come in here and speak on your intellectual rant? Have you been writing notes?
I have, sir. Your man, oh yeah, that's what it was. Selling books. Now, the Surgeon General or somebody official done fucked up and said that we helped stave off COVID. So I've also been doing quite a bit of this. That my vitamin C intake is up. Let's start with Mr. Low-key throw some salt about selling some fucking books. Yeah, you're gonna be Mr. Your Crime. That's the way it was when I was growing up. Okay, Mr. Don't want to take the trash out and just gone out and play. That's who you became. So, Mr. Throw your little bullshit.
Mr.
Do you understand that pretty soon it could be illegal to buy any books? Since when, one, is true knowledge not without some cost? Since when has it been a bad idea to buy a book? It sounds like your priorities are fucked up. If at this time you can suggest that with people's last money, they shouldn't buy a book, yeah, bruh, that's about the way you think. Soon, and very soon,
We are going to see the king.
maybe before you have grandchildren, those children will only recognize symbols. You better buy a book. You better read a book. It's vulgar to tell black people that somehow a dude is hustling you with a fucking book.
Books ain't gonna save us.
That's just vulgar, man. That's vulgar. You don't know who that person, you don't know what little boy would be sitting in a room with Zoe's book just sitting there. Take your dick out the future.
Hey.
Oh, that's funky.
Go make your song.
Take your dick out the future. Take your dick out of the future on some Parliament shit. Try to bow. Take your dick. Yeah, I'm finna do that. Okay. Anyway, here's what's scary. Zoe was talking about turning off your way of life. Let's see what they do if we turn off money. There is a way to live, but it requires the one thing we do not as yet have, and it's not talent, it's not perseverance, it's not ingenuity, it's not strength, it's unity. Having the unity to go, okay, I am a plumber. My boy over there is an electrician. What plumbing work does he need that equals 5 grand? And maybe my electrical work equals 6 grand or 7 grand. And we work something out so that with all this fucking off time we have right now, we build $5,000 toward one another's well-being, or we aim that energy at one person's business. As partners in your business, I am a plumber, but I want to be a partner in your business. I will do the plumbing for this building. On some, I tell you who ain't worried about this shit. The Amish, nigga. Who I've been telling y'all.
Keep going.
How much does, hey Jedediah, how much does it?
Jedediah.
Jedediah, I drive a Toyota Prius. It'll cost me $3 to go 75 miles. How much will it cost you? 10 apples, nigga. He got a horse. Them apples grew in the field. He got a bag on the back of the horse collecting the horse's shit so he can take it later and fertilize the field with it. Fuck you and what you grow. He Amish, nigga. He outside of this. Been outside of it. Ain't worried about it. He has a community that he is wrapped in. The only way you gonna survive is to wrap yourself in your community and quit fucking around with this hippity snippety ass shit. It's gonna kill you. Pretty soon, that's all that's gonna be left. There is a grand burning. All you ignorant ass niggas are gonna burn off in your ignorance. One way or the other, your weakness will come and eat you. And what will be left is people who understand what it means to unify. We was talking about genuflecting. And I'ma close. We was talking about genuflect. And we all like to say, we don't and we didn't. But do you understand that if you speak both languages and you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about? That's genuflection right there.
Code switching.
Yes. Hi, my name's Howard Brown. I'm here for the application.
No, Geoff, you got to say it with the English accent.
Hello. Hi.
Cheerio, pip pip, top of the morning.
Yes. I'm actually Bridgeforth here. I'm Geoff Brown's driver.
Bridgeforth.
Geoff Brown, yes, I'm his driver, and I always represent him, and he's a super rich white man. Yes, Geoff Brown he's not here. He's getting a tan at the salon. He just came back from the Alps, and he felt a bit pale. So I'm here to do his bidding. If there's anything you may need. The fact that I can do that's kind of cool that I can do it, and it's a fucked up. I'll probably have fucked the British accent up. I don't give a fuck.
Bridgeforth here.
Yes, caretaker of the Geoff Brown estate. Dude, to the fact that I can seriously, when I first came back here and wound up homeless, I had a job at a hotel downtown. The fact that I knew that I could get a fade, walk in, and impress white people and baffle them with bullshit that hid my militant intent with no question. And then roll over to wherever and chop it up with the niggas wherever. The fact that I can do both, that's a skill I shouldn't have to have. It shouldn't have to matter whether I can get a job with it, whether I can get out of a ticket with it. If you really respected me, I wouldn't need it, because it's only there to pacify you. I only pull it out when I want something. I pull it out if I want to. I pull it out when I do a voiceover. When I make money doing voiceover, oh yes, believe me, you will try some McDonald's coffee.
Hey, Geoff, real quick. Your little jug of gamma ray juice is ugly. Can you put it down? Because it's empty now.
How about that? Is that better?
Vegetable residue. Put it down so we don't have to look at it.
How about that?
Now wrap it up, Geoff. Shit.
Okay, well, I was actually dismounting before you derailed me with the ugliness of my shit right here. But, yeah. Understand that all genuflect means is that I can't respect you where you are. I'm done.
What? That's the worst dismount ever, man. Get back on the pommel horse and do that shit right.
I just lost my balance and fell off the balance beam and barely made it to the mat on my feet. You ever see? Oh God, you ever see that in the Olympics sometime? They be up on the balance beam doing all this elegant shit, look like a fucking gazelle, and then lose their balance and fall, and then as they try to catch themselves, it look like a fucking baby calf trying to get up. Oh my God! Woo!
Now,
Okay.
let me hip y'all to something, because a lot of people been asking me, and including my son, a lot of people been asking me, you know, why is your IG page private? Because we want we want to take some of your posts and share your posts and do a lot of things. This is the thing that really pisses me off, because let me tell you something, man. I have seen Geoff grow as a person since we started doing this, and I'm sure he's seen me grow as a person. I have never in any of my shows presented myself as, flawless. Like, I know everything. I lead with my flaws. I've been talking about the wrong shit I've been doing since I've been doing these shows. If you're really listening to the shows and you really outlining my intention or receiving my intention for why I do these shows, you'll see that I lead with, man, I'm a fuck up. If you get the relationship dismount and you open the relationship dismount, it'll say this book is dedicated to all my failed relationships. I had to fail in order to gain this knowledge. So to go back to my IG page being private, every time I unlock my page, I get a whole bunch of fake accounts talking shit about me and Corey and our relationship and these shows and Geoff. Whole bunch of fake accounts. And what bothers me is the energy and the effort we put into this show and shows like this, whether it be Mansions, Voice of Reason, or whatever. The main through line for 85-90% of the shows is unity, working together. What Geoff just outlined, right? Working together, getting over our differences, putting the bullshit aside, and finding a way to regain our power. You don't have to like it if I say it, right? Maybe you need to hear somebody else say it. Maybe Geoff has to say it. Maybe Minister Farrakhan has to say it. Maybe the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has to say it. Maybe Noble Drew Ali has to say it. Maybe somebody that you like got to say it. But if I say the same thing, just because it's coming from me doesn't mean it's any less the truth. Elijah Muhammad said, our unity has the power of an atomic bomb. Geoff has been reiterating unity. I have been reiterating unity. There is somebody on my Instagram page, I just make it private. Somebody on my Instagram page, every time I do a show, I delete them, I block them, I restrict them. They create 18 different motherfucking, and here's the whole point of why I'm bringing this up. And I've been dealing with this for over a year and a half. No, not a year and a half, about a year. This is why I'm bringing this up. The effort that motherfucker is putting into talking shit to me.
Oh God, nigga, stop.
The shit goddamn mind-boggling.
Nigga, I would not be a comedian. I would not be a comedy writer if I did not point out the sheer brilliance in loading up the word motherfucker before it. Brilliant. Because the place that you built this part of your persona was the last place we was gonna hear motherfucker from. Well played.
This shit just blows my mind. That's a person who's dedicated to hating. That's a person who's dedicated to mischief. A person who's dedicated to trying to tear somebody down. Yes, I'm flawed. Yes, I'd probably hit your mama if I had a chance. Yes, I'm flawed. Something's wrong with me. Something has been wrong with me for many, many years. But you know what I've done? I've tried to be honest with myself at every step of the way. I gave you guys examples when my kid was a little guy, a younger guy, and I was on the motherfucking court, and I got into a fight with somebody. And then me and the brother who fought each other, we shook hands and apologized. But then I lined everybody up on the court, and I shook everybody's hand, and then everybody on the court rallied around my son to say, yes, we have differences, and we go at each other, but at the end of the day, we brothers, and we know how to come back together and make this shit a teachable moment for this youngster right here. Do you understand? I just don't understand how we got these kind of motherfuckers in our community. Who pays you? Are you an agent to sit at home and create fake accounts? But when I present something to the community at large, nobody moves. Something that is beneficial, nobody moves. See, Geoff, you're in this game more so than I am, right?
Okay.
What I recognize is niggas gotta be entertained. If I'm on Corey's show and I get too deep, nigga, we came here to laugh. That's because your life is empty.
Yeah.
So if I come here to make you think, I'm trying to fill that tank. Yes, you can fill it with laughter. Yes, laughter can fill up your tank, but you're supposed to get laughter to feel good so then you can do good.
Wow.
Do you understand? Like, laughter heals, but once you healed, what you gonna do with a whole self?
Yeah, you niggas like to watch. Yeah, it's a lot of people who like to watch Corey for like a sitcom and never take in the moral of the story. I'm just here for the laughs. That's a little expensive right now, ain't it? To not get any of this shit and take it now.
Especially now.
Especially fucking now. I dare you. I challenge anybody right now. Go back to any year, randomly pick from Roscoe's Media Center forward. I don't even think we have anything before that, do we? Because before that was with the Foxhole, right?
Right.
You go back to Roscoe's Media Center. You can find it on YouTube. Pick a show and tell me that shit don't sound like prophecy.
But listen, Geoff, prophecy has no value because prophecy doesn't produce profits for the motherfucking couch potato.
Wow.
Prophecy doesn't produce profits for somebody who just wants to be entertained, for somebody who wants to escape their mundane, mediocre life. Let me see what Geoff them singing. Nigga, sing Neverland. I came here to hear Neverland.
Wow. Wow. And you know what? The sad part is, I can't make you appreciate it until I make you pay for it.
The motherfucker created because they heard me speaking on shit because I be bearing my soul. First, all of the counts, you don't know who they are, right? They're not telling me who they are. But the motherfucker, the reason why I'm talking about it today is because I'm highly irritated. The motherfucker today used my mother's mom's name. This is my grandmother whom I never met. She died at 36 from stomach cancer well before I was born. The nigga created an account after Nancy Bell.
Oh, wow, 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 that's low.
Big Mama's daughter. I didn't even want to delete this shit because it said her name. And I'm like, what? So here we are, right? So here we are, right? We here as a people, and Geoff is saying, well, go back to RMC and you'll see a lot of the shit that we were saying, it was prophetic. But it don't matter if there's no movement. It doesn't matter if there's no participation. It doesn't matter if we don't galvanize as a unit. Again, you gonna galvanize for something. They trying to galvanize you to do your motherfucking vote. Trying to get your vote right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? They trying to galvanize you to vote for somebody that's gonna get somebody else out of the office that's really gonna come in and do the exact same shit. You're gonna be galvanized to do something. They're trying to galvanize you to get a vaccine. All they gotta do is create enough fear, create enough anxiety, create enough worry, and then you'll say, the vaccine is the truth, the vaccine is the answer, so we can get back to... And I'm not saying it's a black person, it could be an agent. I feel like that scene, because this has been happening for months and I ain't said shit, this is the first time I acknowledged it. I feel like that scene in Malcolm, when his phone kept ringing, we're gonna kill you, red nigga. We're gonna get you, red nigga. And while I'm dealing with this in silence, not saying shit, what's important to us, we don't move on. We don't act on. Geoff got all these, man, I got stories, Geoff, for you to cover, where the Big 12, the ACC, and the Pac-12, and other national NCAA sports are shutting down because of COVID. And Geoff has been talking about how, the sports and all that shit needs to shut down and how that would create an opportunity for us to do something, right? And again, we've been talking about this shit for a long ass time. We galvanized on wet ass pussy. We got behind that. That was a national conversation. But I can't get 1,000 people in here to send Geoff $1. 1,000 people send Geoff $1. Send Sarah $1. Right? Send me $1. We can't get y'all to do that. And you think it's about the dollar. No, it's about the participation. But again, well, that's going on. We got a professional fuck nigga in my DMs.
Dun, 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 dun.
And y'all know me. Yeah. If you don't know me by now, if you think it's an act, if you think it's a game,
right,
just see me in the streets and do something stupid. And then you'll be introduced to an entirely different nigga that don't even look like this nigga on the goddamn screen. I'm tired of introducing niggas to the other nigga.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I'm tired of that shit.
Are you trying to figure out how you got on the punk list?
Man, I just be like, what in the fuck is going on?
Which one of my moves? What did I do? How did I get on this list? How are you this high on the food chain? How did you scoot way up here? What made you make the jump? There's a what you call the doop doops? There's a doop doop. There's a doop doop food chain, and I think it runs along ability, natural ability, learned ability, willingness, and age. I would like to think that at 55, I ain't got no business fucking around with no 35-year-old. But if you just a regular old 55-year-old like me, I'll whoop your 55-year-old ass. Now, with Zoe's track record, how you reaching? Aren't there lower people on the food chain? Aren't there? Don't you think you ought to think about that? How do you think that's going to turn out? How do you? I have some friends who debate me, and it's clear that their swords aren't sharp enough, but they just keep coming back, and they keep coming back. I think it's for the sake of coming back. I really do. On some level, if you try to make sense of, don't just look at the fact that they are saying what they are saying. What do all of those statements say when put in a circle? If that's just a fucking dog chasing his tail, then why even give it any daylight?
Doop, 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 doop.
Right. Why even give it any daylight? Fuck it. Just, yeah. In the words of my Uncle James, and this is how I feel about this dude here. If a dog bark at the moon, so what? That's what dogs do. But if the moon bark back at that dog, that moon just made the dog famous.
Yeah.
Be the moon.
That's why I don't say nothing, Geoff.
Right. That's what I'm getting at, bro. How much you don't say, how much you don't. But at some point,
Are you there, Geoff?
yeah, I'm here. At some point, bro, you know, you got to speak on it.
You know, again, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Wow. Motherfuckers be like, Zoe, you lost credibility when you got into it with Aries. No, I didn't. You put credibility or respect on an image. I didn't lose any credibility because I came to you as me. You had an idealized, stylized image of who the fuck you thought I should be based on how I present myself. You created expectations on that. You weren't listening.
Wow.
I told y'all from the jump who the fuck I was. Go back to the foxhole. Louis Dix got disrespectful. I created the most iconic moment in foxhole radio history. The argument between me and Louis Dix. You know why Jeff Brown was there? You know why I did that? Because Louis Dix stepped over the line. He revealed personal shit about me on the air without my consent. And then thanked me for not dragging him on the air about the personal shit I knew about him. Louis tried to clown because that was the nature of the foxhole environment. And that's when I clowned his ass in a way that was an iconic moment when I said that nigga was a failure at happiness. Trying to tell people how to be happy. You're a failure at happiness, Louis.
And it came out just like, if you know what you hear, what I heard in my head now that I look back on it. It was like in the old black and white movies when a motherfucker said something real heavy, the violins came right in after it. You're a failure at happiness, Louis.
And all I'm saying is, I've been telling y'all who the fuck I am this whole time, right? I've been saying it this whole time. Nobody's listening. I am flawed. I've been telling people this whole time, shit inside of me needs to be worked out. So what did I do? I started the process. I started working on me. I started being accountable for the shit that I was in control of, that I could change. And through this process, I started producing books based on the information that I had accumulated to that point. I started to evolve. But I can't evolve your eyesight. If you see a square, you set yourself up for an ass beating if you approach me wrong.
Oh, damn it. I thought you'd evolve that much. I was going to smack the shit out you the next time I saw you.
But do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain to people. Like, you seeing me through your own bullshit stereotypes and ideations that you think I fit. You don't know me. So, again, I'm sitting here sharing all of this in a real way because I want y'all to understand the knowledge that I have acquired along this journey cost me a lot. You have no idea how much I've lost. You have no idea how much I've sacrificed to even still be alive at 49. You have no idea. I'm at the motherfucker. It's story time with Zoe Williams. Let's just get it. I'm in Pasadena about a month ago. There's a trainer there who got the local Girls and Boys Club. I haven't shared this story public, but I am now. I don't give a fuck. These people, they got the boys and Girls and Boys Club. Right? What is that, man?
My phone is going to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Boys and Girls Club. Now, what's interesting is this Boys and Girls Club used to be just a goddamn girls club and I could never go in. I know because right down the street is my goddamn junior high school that's about to get shut down. Wilson Junior High. I had a girlfriend there. She looked like Ola Ray. My homeboy, I ain't gonna say her name, but my homeboy used to call her Texas Titties because she was fully developed. She was from Texas, of course.
Hey.
This was some real puppy love shit too, nigga. We couldn't even eat in front of each other. We never even kissed. I was in love with that girl. She looked like Ola Ray from the Thriller video, nigga.
Hilarious.
Anyway, I used to walk her to the girls' club every day after school. I couldn't go in the motherfucker, but that was me being able to spend a little bit.
Walk her to the girls' club. Babe.
So
I'm gonna walk into the girls' club today.
Fast forward today, nigga. The homie called me and he like, yo, we got the gym in Pasadena. It's just gonna be us. We just gotta, sanitize everything with the bleach bottles they got all over the place. I was like, all right, cool. We there. So it's just me, him, my son, and the trainer. Nigga, I get over there, I just have a nostalgic moment because I'm like, God damn, I could never come in this bitch. I'm actually in this motherfucker. I'm tripping. So finally, I just leave and walk down to my junior high. And in my junior high, it reminded me that I was the first kid from my junior high to get kicked out in the 8th grade. No, in the 8th grade, I think it was 8th or 7th grade, I got kicked out. I had to get sent to a truant, like a bad kid high school. Back in the day, it was called Foothill High. Now I think it's called Rose City. Either way, something, I don't know what happened to me. Something was off that day, but I choked out some little white kid at the school, and I just kept choking him for some reason, and I don't know why. I just choked him out.
Cause he kept breathing.
Nah, but I choked him out, and snot started coming out of his nose, so I let him go, and then he fell and hit his head on the floor. Them hard-ass linoleum floors. Right? And I can remember, it was serious. I got sent to the motherfucking principal's office. They was like, nigga, you going to jail. This was assault, nigga. You going to jail for this. And there was this one nigga outside the motherfucking, outside the principal's office. I'm sitting in the hallway. The motherfucker walked by and goes, nigga, you going to jail. I get up and broke his nose. Cause I figured, fuck it.
Could get you in jail fast enough, nigga. Shit.
I said, well, fuck it. I can't do nothing worse. You in here talking shit. Well, let's give you something to think about. So fortunate for me. No, seriously, fortunate for me.
That's funny.
The white kid's parents didn't press charges.
Oh, wow.
So I got sent home for the day, but the next day I had to report to the high school. So when I came back to that space, all those memories came back to me, right? And I kind of knelt down. I was gonna jump the fence because the track, because it was first period gym when this happened. The track was right there. But I kind of knelt down and said a prayer to the kid that I hurt, right? Because I'm a different person now, slightly. You know what I'm saying? I'm different than I was then. However, I still have shit to work on. I haven't seen my father since 1978. I haven't spoke to him since 1984. I told you before, I was raised, my first 8 years, I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was in the projects, Alden Park projects, rats, roaches, all types of bullshit, right? All types of bullshit was happening. And then my mother moved us out here to Altadena, right? I'm trying to explain some shit to y'all because a lot of times you'll see some shit packaged and presented to you in a certain way, and you'll misinterpret it if you get the opportunity to meet a nigga in person. Speaking of that, I went to Arizona with Corey Holcomb on one of his comedy runs. We drove out there 6 hours straight. I get there and Corey kills the show. After the show, a nigga tried to walk directly up to me and take my hat off like Freeze did.
Why? No.
Nigga, I will beat you.
I can't hear nothing.
No, I'm just not talking.
Oh.
I don't want to give up too much sauce. Nigga, I was at a birthday party in Atlanta, my nigga, and a weird ass nigga was tripping at the party. And the people who know me was like, oh, hopefully Zoe don't pick up on any of the fuckery that's happening with this nigga.
Okay, wait, okay. Now, was he the I'm used to being the center of attention nigga?
It don't matter what kind of nigga he is. What? So here I am for the first time in my life seeing the value of the Aries Spears shit. Because now I'm thinking about, okay, nigga, I don't need another case. So I caught a case, right? Because, you know, I got anger issues, right? And I've been working on my anger issues since I was 17. This shit is like alcoholism. You'll hear a motherfucker who was in Alcoholics Anonymous say, "Hey, my name is Bob, and I'm an alcoholic, and I've been sober for
Hi, Bob.
37 years." Right? That's me.
Right.
Hey, my name is Zoe, and I've been slowly chipping away at trying not to slap the taste out of niggas' mouth.
We got to work on the titles, though.
What should the title be, Geoff?
I don't know. Yes.
Right.
Hi, my name is Zoe Williams, and I have nigga management issues.
How about it? And let me say this. Don't pick and choose who gets to be like me. You'll respect Nipsey for slapping the shit out of a motherfucker for talking reckless, but I'm somehow emotional. You'll respect your grandfather because you know you can't cross a line with your grandfather before that nigga snatch you up and have you pent up against the hallway.
The testosterone.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't pick and choose who gets to be viewed as masculine and tough and who gets to be viewed as emotional. If you cross the line with a man, you should expect some kind of repercussions.
This has been the undoing of society. Remember back when lawsuits wasn't for everybody, because everybody couldn't read. This lawsuits for everybody is some new shit. Do you know what was before the lawsuit? A good old-fashioned ass whooping. This is what people have become used to now, which is out of natural balance. There is a natural balance in nature. In nature, it's not about predator and prey. I'm talking about on the same class, hunting for the same animal. Amongst class, boundaries are enforced in order to be respected. And that's what makes a boundary a boundary. That is why breaking in somebody's screen door appeals to you a lot more than trying to storm a military base.
Exactly.
So there are boundaries are supposed to be there. But you have been led to believe with this litigious society and this everybody gets a trophy that you get to run your mouth reckless.
Right.
Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't. You don't. You just, there are certain things that certain places I have, which is why I don't go, because I have a very bad temper. So I just walk away from, and there are certain people, I have a very short cry and walk away from list. There's a short group of people I would just start crying and walk away from them because I love you. I know me when I get unhinged, and I don't want to be that dude. The rest of you motherfuckers, you need to watch your mouth. And that's just fair. You should not be afraid to physically qualify your statement. If you can't, then don't say that shit.
Exactly. And my homeboy just hit me. I think that's Lil Ish. from Brooklyn. This is why we connected. Solid young man. The brother is a damn yoga guru and sensei now. He just thanked me. He said he had the same issue. You have to understand something. If you read my book, The Relationship Dismount, you'll understand that the most, in my early childhood, the most solid relationship that I had was with my foster parents. Right? Not with my mother. She had a nervous breakdown at 27 and had to be medicated since from that point till the time she died. I told you I ain't talked to my dad or seen him since 78. So I had to grow up through trial and error. Like, y'all think y'all talking to a Cali boy in that way. A lot of me is Cali. A lot of me is Chattanooga. I've been through a lot to get to where I am today, which is why I know what I know. Right? I'm a man. I'm a man's man. Do you understand? I got boys who are men. I'm not to be disrespected. Right? This is not a demand or a plea. This is a warning shot across all you niggas bow. I'm not to be disrespected. My methodology is to stay behind the scenes. My methodology is to work things out off camera. My methodology is to work things out behind closed doors. My methodology is to promote peace. My methodology is to promote understanding. I had to grow up to get to this point. I have ruined many good relationships, or that started off good, with good women. Why? Because I was a basket case. I didn't know who I was. I didn't have a solid example of what it meant to be a good man to a good woman. So I woke up the spirit in a lot of good women, but disrespected it because I hadn't found the good man in me yet. I had to fuck up, man. I had to lose shit that I really wanted, that I really was invested in. I made mistakes the whole motherfucking way, and still making mistakes today. Right? But what I want to say is, don't let the persona you witness on 5150 make you think I'm something I'm not. It's like a lot of East Coast niggas come to LA going, oh, this shit's slow out here. I'm finna take all these niggas hoes. I've heard them say it. It's slow out here. I'm finna take all these niggas. Next thing you know, they hemmed up at World on Wheels getting robbed and beat up.
You know what?
Come out here.
On that, bro. Here's something I have come to know. That and niggas don't get this. For the most part, the big cities, the ghetto is the ghetto is the ghetto. And you got Devos in every city. You got niggas that ain't supposed to be fucked with in every city. You got punks in every city. Where LA gets its bad name is because of Hollywood, which invites a lot of vapid, shallow niggas from everywhere who come here and do their vapid, shallow shit. Some of the most solid cats I have met have been from here. It ain't that LA niggas is wishy-washy. It's that niggas come to, wishy-washy niggas migrate to LA.
And I'm going to say it again. Geoff is 100% right. TMZ stands for 30 Mile Zone. That's all Hollywood encompasses, a 30 miles radius. Take your ass to Pomona. Go to Pasadena. Right? Go to Monrovia, nigga.
Right? Anywhere out there.
Go to Paramount.
Go to Pacoima.
Go to Pacoima. Y'all niggas need to understand. And let me tell you something. Geoff, did you see the No Limit Chronicles?
No.
Please watch that shit. It's on YouTube in episodes.
Okay, done. I will have that watched.
Man,
I might get into that today.
That shit. I was watching that shit this morning, and there was a scene where, you know, because Master P and them lived in Richmond, you know, Richmond and Oakland typically be at odds. So if you from Richmond, you can't really go to Oakland like that, especially back in those days. Man, there was a scene where Master P and his people in there fighting with the Oakland cats, East Oakland cats, and he goes to the car to get the strap. He gets the semi-automatic or whatever automatic weapon,
the jammy,
and he comes back in there and he aims it at the dude and he tries to shoot, but he couldn't shoot. He aims it again, couldn't shoot. Reloaded it, recocked it, couldn't shoot. Then finally, they just had to get up out of there. They got up out of there, they drove a little bit, he went somewhere, he hopped out the car, and he put the gun in the air, and he pulled the trigger, and it went off. I swear on my great-grandmother, I swear on my soul, Kumo D called me after I got into it with Aries. And Kumo knows me probably better than a lot of guys, better than anybody. And Kumo said, you lost your cool. I was like, yep. And then he was like, and you mad because dude was disrespectful. I was like, right. Right. Now watch this. In that movie, or in that scene, Master P is talking about how it was divine that the bullets didn't go off. Right? Because if he would have shot those people, there wouldn't have been no limit, nothing. Modi, back to Modi telling me. He said, and when you got up and you threw the first punch, he said, I saw you pull it because I know you. In your spirit, you didn't really want to hurt dude. I tried to say that to Corey. Nobody wants to believe that I pulled it. That's why you get all these elbow jokes. I wasn't trying. I have been training with boxing with Kevin for over 1.5 years. I know how to throw a straight punch. I know how to fight. But in my spirit, I didn't really want to hurt that dude. I just wanted him to know that in a nanosecond, a big gooey glob talking shit, trying to be funny, out of control, I can be on your ass. I just wanted him to know, in a nanosecond, I could be on your ass, because that's the old me. And the old me resurfaced that day. This is why you don't ever hear me really talking about it. Why? Because I see it this way. Whenever I lose my control, it's a spiritual demotion for me. You get motherfuckers saying I'm emotional. How many niggas you know can sit next to a drunk, he say he wasn't drunk, but okay, he was drinking, so I assumed that he was drunk. How many niggas you know can sit next to somebody like that, being belligerent, disrespectful, disrespecting the authority of the show, disrespecting the co-host, the guests, and everybody for 2 hours? How many niggas you know can do that? See, y'all see the TMZ clip, and it's 60 seconds. How many motherfuckers can actually hold their own, hold their square for 2 hours with a motherfucker just going off and off and off and off and off and off and off? I never talk about it because I see it as a spiritual demotion. It was a spiritual demotion. It set me back. It causes the motherfuckers in my community to not respect the knowledge that I have gained. It causes them to see me as a joke. And I understand, and rightfully so.
Oh, God, I can't. I'm trying. I can't.
Go ahead, Geoff.
Bruh, I just guess, and perhaps it has to do with my upbringing and the inordinate amount of violence that I witnessed and was subjected to at a young age. Where I grew up, what I did after that. But bruh, everywhere I look, every man I respect, I don't have a masculine point of reference that agrees that you did wrong in that instance. I don't. And I'm sorry. I have to grow, I guess, because I don't see it as a spiritual demotion.
I see me losing my cool as a spiritual demotion.
I'm sorry, bruh. And that's where we disagree. And I know this is not what this show's about, but goddamn it, there is okay. Besides the fact, bruh, besides the fact that you know I love you, man, you my man, you know that. Besides the fact that I have never seen you disrespect yourself, I have. Besides the fact that on most things I agree with you. Do you know the other reason that I am always respectful to you? It is because you are a goddamn grown ass man, and it might not turn out the way I think. That is the way I respect every man.
Geoff is hilarious.
Period. That's a man. This might not go like you think, nigga. You need to watch your mouth. Bruh, that nigga knew what he was doing. I lived my life from 24 to about 10 years ago. I lived my life making money in bars. I've spent in that time, I've spent a good $300 like this. Oh man, I'm so sorry I stepped on your foot, bruh. What are you and your lady having? I got it. I'm so sorry. Dude, do you know how far that goes? Right there in front of him and his lady. Right there. I'm sorry. It ain't about what martial arts experience I have or who this. I don't know who this the brother is. And furthermore, which one of us needs to be downtown or in the morgue? Let me just defer. I was wrong. I'm sorry. In order to keep balance and respect with the internet and with suing motherfuckers, we have begun to have something to hide behind. I don't think that barrier should be there.
Right.
I think, Zoe, do me this favor. If I ever get in your face, spitting in your face, talking to you, if I ever come over and try to knock your hat off, do me a favor, Zoe, and knock the shit out of me. Because that's what's supposed to happen.
And but see, I think that's the thing that has been a setback. And when I listen to, because I've heard a lot of his interviews, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from comedy and we from the East, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, we do the Joneses and we do this and that, and you know what I'm saying? He was a little sensitive, you know. I got under his skin. He was a little sensitive. And it's like, nigga, I sat there for 2 hours. I could see if I reacted within the first 2 minutes, within the first 5 minutes, within the first 10 minutes, the first 15 minutes, the first 30 minutes, I could see. But I sat there quiet for 2 hours, basically. When we did the show recently with our girl, Peaches, when she was in here talking about God and the Bible and Beyonce going to hell and all this shit, you and I were very patient with her, and we got, or at least I know I got, so many motherfucking email people hitting me back saying, damn, Zoe, you exhibited a whole lot of patience with Peaches. I would have been stopped talking to her. Right? I would have been stopped talking to her. And again, let me hit you with this. The homie Grady came to me and told me he saw Aries at some club. And Aries approached him on some old, you know Zoe Williams, you be 5150 show, you know Zoe Williams, blah, blah, blah. He was like, tell him I'm looking for him.
This wasn't recent, was it?
This is a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
So my thing is, hey man, I would love to talk to you, dog. Straight up.
Okay, well, slow up.
Let me just say, you could have asked Grady for my number. You could have
Hey,
told
man,
Grady to
hey.
text me right there or call me right there. I would have given you my number right off rip. I tried to connect with you through Godfrey, because Godfrey did the 5150 show. Like, if you really bout linking up and talking, let's link up and talk. Because you got to know, on the real, ain't nobody ducking you. Ain't nobody hiding. I encourage a discussion in person. I encourage it.
I'm going to go back to the day. Let me look it up. I need to look up the day that Aries Spears was on
somebody
the
said why.
show.
Let me answer this, Geoff, and then I'll throw it back to you. Somebody said why. Because I want to make peace with the brother. I don't want to fight the brother again. I want to make peace with the brother. Can we make peace, brother? I seek peace with you, Aries Spears. I want to make peace with you. I'll come on your podcast, whatever. I want to make peace with you, sir. I do not want to fight you, sir. But you need to be man enough to acknowledge your co-creation of the conflict we had. You need to be able to say, you know what? I don't know that, brother. Say it to me. I didn't know you. I thought you was a comic. You're not a comic. I came at you disrespectful because I thought that was the timbre of the show. A lot of that has to do with Corey, right? Corey acts a certain way towards me on the show, but that's part of the show. And we know how to play off each other with that. Some comedians may think that's what I am on the show. Oh, this is the punching bag. So say that to me. Say I took it too far and I got disrespectful. And I had a little saucy sauce. And we good. We solid. But in my opinion, I want to be solid with brothers. I want to be able to have conflicts the way me and Aries had a conflict, but I want it to be like it is on the basketball court. We can have conflicts and then we can say, all right, I'm cool. There's love. My bad. I shouldn't have fouled you that hard. No bad. No worry, no harm, no foul. We good. We shake. We break. Wow. But this ain't about image. This is about the real. Geoff Brown.
I was just going to bring up the fact that I saw Aries the day, and I got to look the date up, that he was on the D.L. Hughley show.
I remember. You told me.
He said nothing of it. He said nothing about it. If he really wanted to get at you, I was standing right there.
And he know. I'm sure he done scoured the internet. He know you on the show.
Bruh. So I sincerely hope that this is about making peace. I hope it is. Because we got this whole other, I don't know, pandemic, end of the world type shit happening.
Right.
Like I did that one time on the show already. And I sincerely hope he heard it, and I'll say it again. There was a beef at one time between me and Arnez J. And I say to him and anybody, again, who knows him, who knows of him, get it to him, that for any part I had in making him feel uncomfortable about it, I am sorry. That shit is dead and gone. I might have to save his life. He might have to save my life. I might have to help his family or him help my, whatever. We are black men, and there's a time out for this bullshit. That's where we got to start at. That's not necessarily to say that's where we're going to end up. Nigga, you might still be on some bullshit, but let's get you clearly on the fuck you page, but let's try not to get on that page, because there's other shit. Now, if you feel, I mean, there's some great reasons to feel fuck you. You know, I caught you cheating on my guy, you know, you fucked my wife. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck the end of the world, and you too. But if it ain't way out there, if it's fixable, if it's social, you better work this social shit out. Niggas need to do some social studies.
Social studies. Hey, listen. I went on this whole diatribe about who I am and what I'm about. Because one of the biggest things, or one of my biggest pet peeves, is being misunderstood. And I know a lot of that has nothing to do with me. There's really nothing I can do to prevent being misunderstood. But that's one of my biggest pet peeves. And I'm just gonna say, man, the whole purpose of this show that Geoff and I have been doing for since 2012, that's when it started, was to provide information and experience. Listening to us two talk is like being in a damn barbershop. Maybe your sons who are young that lack strong, male presence in their life. Maybe they could get something from listening to us over the years, hearing what we've been talking about over the years. So, listen, my intentions are always good. My intentions are always good. The results may not always turn out good, but my intent is
results
always,
may vary.
Right. What'd you say?
Results may vary.
Results may vary. Let me just say this real quick, man. Could y'all please, everybody, send Geoff Brown $5. It's 1,100 people, almost 1,200 people in the chat. If everybody sent him $5, I mean, $5 ain't gonna hurt nobody. $5 ain't gonna end it. Well, it might for some people. I don't know how you have internet if you ain't got $5, but
right.
I understand. If everybody could send Geoff Brown $5 at $GB Funny Style, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if everybody could send Sarah, right? Because Sarah got off work at 3, was it 3?
Yeah.
3 a.m., got a little bit of sleep, and got over here and made it happen, right? If everybody could send $5 to Sarah, $Sundays with Sarah. Now, you know Sarah is spelled without the H. Sundays with Sarah. And now for me, I'm going to urge all 1,100 of you to go to my masterclass, TheZoWhat Masterclass. I've been checking throughout the show, and up until about 5 minutes ago, we only got one masterclass sale. Now, no judgment, no, we just got one. Only one has been reported. So again, I believe the story I shared with you today about my upbringing and who I am has given me insight. I had to fall 1 billion times in order to climb to the space that I am at right now. And I believe that I'm at a space where I can share wisdom that has been bestowed upon me from fucking up so much. Right? From falling so much. Right? I'm telling you right now, one of the fallen is teaching this masterclass. The world taught you the wrong way. They taught you had to be perfect in order to teach. And that ain't true, because perfect represents imbalance. Balance is perfect. Perfection. In the middle path. And in order to be in the middle, you got to have some of the dark and some of the light. That is yin and yang. If you look at the ancient yin-yang symbol, you will see the dark side has light in it. The light side has dark in it. Anybody that's presenting themselves as a perfect, I don't know if my mic is on. Is my mic on?
Yeah.
All right, cool, because somebody said they can't hear. That's your phone.
Yeah.
Anybody who's presenting themselves as perfect, as flawless, as never having to have made a mistake or done anything, they can't be trusted. Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots. Kobe Bryant missed thousands of shots. I had a man at a cigar lounge tell me the other day, the 2 records that Kobe Bryant is most famous for is taking the most shots in NBA history and missing the most shots in NBA history. Yet, he's still top 5, top 10 legend of all time in NBA history, despite taking, missing, and making. You gotta fall in order to climb. There's no way you can climb unless you start at the bottom. And typically, you gotta fall to the bottom. Typically. In many cases, you gotta fall to the bottom. Sometimes you start at the bottom and climb to a certain height and then fall. And then you start over. That's what this masterclass is about. This is coming from one of the fallen. How much wisdom have you gained from loss? I look for wisdom in my losses. Do you? I journal. You tell, let me explain something to y'all. This is a prop. It's not on. Let me put it over here. I have a lavalier on. This is the best volume you're gonna get, family. All right. That shit just made me lose my thought. I just ask, man, that everybody go to TheZoWhat Masterclass and purchase the Masterclass. Can everybody do that? Can everybody do that? Somebody said actually is on. Sounds hollow, bro. To you, Yogi Fish. Everybody says the volume is straight. It's you, Yogi. You my people, yes, dog. Sir. You one of my admins. It's you.
Okay. Is there a chance?
Yeah, go ahead, Geoff.
Yo, bruh, you're gonna have to give us, and this is what you're not doing. In order for a signal to get to you, it has to be developed, amplified, shot out into space.
Oh shit! Here comes Geoff.
Bounced off, and back down to a tower, and then to you. Now, this is not counting where you walking around, where you live, how close you are to a microwave. I'm going to need you to give us the technological benefit of the doubt that perhaps, maybe, just maybe, we got our shit right on this end. I want you to take into consideration everything that has to happen in order for you to see this. And maybe, just maybe, the problem ain't us. Just think about it.
Or ask yourself the question, what have you been doing with your phone?
Yes.
What type of juices and emollients?
Yes. What matter of nastiness has it been upon?
Huh? You got some man splatter on your speakers, boy?
Yeah. Did you run across one that you just couldn't turn away fast enough?
Hey, we love you, Yogi Fish. You know it ain't nothing but love, man. It ain't nothing but love. You already know it, man. All right, so call to action for me. ZoWhat Masterclass. Get there right now. I need everybody to purchase this. We have 2 weeks remaining before this class launches. All right? September 2nd, 3 p.m., that's a Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. on the East Coast. You'll be able to join me. You'll be able to ask questions. We have an entire fucking curriculum in place, right? And I need everybody to ride hard on this. It's 1,000 people in here right now. Can I get half of y'all to go do it right now? ZoWhatMasterclass.com. ZoWhatMasterclass.com. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I thank you guys for getting us to the 1,000 like mark. We appreciate everybody for listening and sharing our stories. Everybody who super chatted, everybody who sent cash apps to Jeff Brown, to Sarah. Please show love to Sarah.
God
because
bless
Sarah,
you,
man, she be doing a lot, man. She does a lot. She gets here late every Monday. Her and Geoff are a lot alike in that sense. But
we don't have to take this shit.
But she's here. She makes it happen. She makes it work. Please show her love. Sarah, put up your Cash App again.
Okay. Thank you.
There it is. $ Sundays with Sarah. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget ZoWhat Masterclass. We appreciate you all. Nothing but love. Thank you, Yogi Fish, and everybody else. Sugar Crisp, everybody. Britt Atwater. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. All the moderators, all the fans, chat rooms. We love you. And don't forget, you know what I've been doing? I don't know if y'all know, but this whole show has been broadcasting through my app.
Oh, wow.
This whole show has been broadcasting through my app. I forgot all about it. I've been on camera inside the app. Download the ZoWhat app, Zoe Williams app. ZoWilliams, no spaces. Download. It's available on iTunes as well as Google Play. We thank you all for chiming in. Nothing but love. Deuces.